Yellowstone is back at it again, y'all. Ever since the series first aired in 2018, Yellowstone fans have been in for a wild, wild ride. And we're not just talking about the drama in the show. Amidst rumors of there being tensions between the cast and the showrunner, and Kevin Costner's fiery departure from the show, Yellowstone's drama extends far beyond the TV. This time, it's everyone's favorite Rip Wheeler, actor Cole Hauser, beefing it out with showrunner Taylor Sheridan. So, let's get into it. Cole Hauser and Taylor Sheridan, friends turned foes? Now, some of y'all cowboys and cowgirls might not be aware of this, but Cole Hauser and Taylor Sheridan actually go way back. Let's start at the beginning of their friendship with Cole Hauser and his unconventional journey to glitzy and glamorous Hollywood. Born on a ranch just a little to the north of Santa Barbara, Hauser was quite literally destined to play everyone's favorite cowboy, Rip Wheeler. In an interview with Men's Journal, Hauser revealed that his earliest childhood memories involved him learning how to ride a horse. Rip's fondness for horses is certainly not an act, y'all. In the same interview, Cole Hauser also talked about how he and his mom moved to a 1,500-acre ranch near Eugene when he was just 4. During this time, Hauser was the happiest that he'd ever been, riding along with the horses and patrolling the pastures with his cute little BB gun. But Cole's story doesn't end there. A couple of years later, after moving from one state to another, Cole and his mom settled in California. It was here in high school that Cole Hauser caught the bug for acting, and he's been at it since then. But auditioning wasn't ever easy. A wide-eyed Cole, barely a teen, had to endure marathon bus rides just to strut his stuff at auditions that lasted about as long as a microwave popcorn bag. But wait, that's not all. Mama Hauser, seeing her kid's dedication, revealed to him that his old man, Wings Hauser, was actually a seasoned actor in Tinseltown. Cole Hauser tried to live with his father, but that arrangement just didn't work out. So what did Hauser do? Making the spontaneous kind of decision that Rip Wheeler wouldn't approve of, Cole Hauser decided to call an old PT boat in Marina del Rey home sweet home. Leaving the nest, embracing the chaos of LA, and dealing with a father on a roller coaster of struggles sounds like the perfect recipe for disaster, right? But nope, Cole took all of it in as a champ. Maybe it was that Oregon ranch spirit that kicked in. As it turns out, it didn't take long for Hauser's dedication to pay off. Our boy finally stepped into the limelight by landing a role in '92's School Ties. He was so inexperienced that the cinematographer had to give him extra lessons after the camera stopped rolling. But Hauser, as always, made it work. Fast forward a couple of years, and Cole was rubbing elbows with a young Affleck and his pals in Dazed and Confused. And just when you think the credits were about to roll, Hauser started making power moves in the industry. He befriended a producer named John Linson and teamed up with a guy you might have heard of, a certain somebody called Taylor Sheridan. Spoiler alert, John Linson and Taylor Sheridan ended up becoming the co-creators of Yellowstone. So, up with a guy named Taylor Sheridan. Spoiler alert, they're the masterminds behind the TV sensation Yellowstone! And Sheridan and Hauser's history doesn't just stop there. Ever since that first meeting, the two men became friends, but there were certainly a couple of bumps along the way. One such bumpy incident took place on Sheridan and Hauser's second meeting. According to the tale Hauser relayed to the Men's Journal, there was a showdown between Cole and Taylor during their second meetup. But because Cole's got that cool demeanor, he didn't spill many details in the interview. We're left hanging, folks. Talk about a classic Hollywood mystery. But fear not, dear viewers. When pressed about the scuffle, Cole Hauser shrugged it off because, for him, fights are just another normal occurrence in the land of Hollywood. Apparently, he's been in fights on pretty much every continent. Talk about a well-traveled brawler. And get this, he's got a pretty philosophical take on it, too. Sometimes I'm just tired of words, so let's beat the shit out of each other. Who needs words when you can settle things with a good old-fashioned brawl, right? And the cherry on top? According to Hauser, the post-fight routine is simple. A Guinness for him and a Bushmills for the opponent. Because why not have a brewski after a little fisticuff action? It's just what guys do, apparently. And hey, as long as the brawling is all in good fun, we can't really argue with that logic either. But let's get to Taylor Sheridan, the man of the hour. On a podcast with Ryan Russillo, Hauser spilled the beans on Taylor Sheridan and referred to him as a really intense guy. Taylor Sheridan works his tail off until it's over, and then it's time for some well-deserved relaxation with a nice drink. Seeing how Cole and Taylor have worked perfectly for 5 seasons without a hitch and have known each other for such a long time, we can assume that there was something about their creative relationship that just worked. But things between Sheridan and Hauser might just have deteriorated completely. Why? Well, because Taylor Sheridan is suing our favorite cowboy. Why is Taylor Sheridan suing Cole Hauser? The Yellowstone set is turning into a courtroom showdown, and this time, it's not just the horses kicking up dust. Taylor Sheridan is locked in a legal battle with everyone's favorite gritty heartthrob, Cole Hauser. Move over on Screen Time Drama, this feud is getting legal. And what's the battleground, you may ask? Why is Taylor Sheridan suing an actor who's been a fan favorite ever since the show aired? Well, the answer's pretty simple. Bosque Ranch, Taylor Sheridan's turf, and the picturesque backdrop for the series and its many prequels. But what's the beef? It's not a classic Wild West duel over land, but a clash over coffee. Cole Hauser's coffee brand, Free Reign, is being slapped with a lawsuit by Sheridan's Bosque Ranch. Bosque Ranch is accusing Hauser's company of playing fast and loose with trademarks, unfair competition, and false advertising. Now, here's the plot twist, though. The logos. Bosque Ranch, born in 2005, sports an overlapping B and R on its logo. On the flip side, Free Reign, the new kid on the coffee block launched just this October, flaunts a more embellished overlapping F&R. It's like the battle of the overlapping letters, and neither side is backing down. The lawsuit throws shade at Hauser, claiming that he and his Free Reign squad didn't bother asking permission to join the overlapping letter club. Either way you look at it, it's a branding bonanza, and someone's getting a legal caffeine jolt. And let's not forget the irony. Hauser's coffee company, claiming to draw inspiration from the American dream, is now in a legal tango with Bosque Ranch, whose partnership with Community Coffee is all about embodying the cowboy spirit. Maybe the truth really is stranger than fiction, especially when it involves a cup of joe. So while we're all waiting for Yellowstone to grace our screens again, the real showdown is happening off camera. Unfortunately, it's not the kind that either of us ever expected. But what could this mean for the future of Yellowstone? Could the lawsuit have any adverse impact on the series finale? Let's face it, Yellowstone, and by extension, the showrunner Taylor Sheridan, have been embroiled in the drama for the past couple of months. The lawsuit between the Yellowstone collaborators is just the latest episode in this ongoing behind-the-scenes drama of this Paramount Network sensation. Back in fall 2022, when the first part of the 5th season hit our screens, many viewers were left hanging, wondering about the show's fate. Reports surfaced that Paramount Network and the cowboy himself, Kevin Costner, were having a showdown over the show's direction. Paley Fest came and went, and guess who was missing? Costner, Sheridan, Hauser, and a bunch of other major cast members. Fast forward to May, and Paramount dropped the bomb. The 5th season would be the grand finale. But before you get your hopes up, hold on, dear viewers. Due to the actor strike that lasted over 4 months, the show postponed its final batch of episodes to November 2024. It's like waiting for Christmas morning, but with more suspense. And guess what? Kevin Costner, the man himself, confirmed he's waving goodbye to Yellowstone. In September, during a child support hearing, he spilled the beans, revealing that he left because he and the studios couldn't agree on keeping the Yellowstone flame alive. Talk about a cowboy riding into the sunset. But for now, we're hoping that the lawsuit between Hauser and Sheridan doesn't have any adverse impact on the show. While we wait for the final episodes of Season 5 to air, let us know what your predictions are in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe for more.